and you also teach about race relations. You say you're a
Right.
professor about race relations. How do you feel race relations is today compared to where maybe 40 years ago?
I think 40 years ago, in my opinion, we
I'm
had
only going back to the 70s.
had-
I'm just all right.
we had I understand we had division, we had racism, but to me it was like a balloon that you were putting air in, but it was not near bursting. And I feel like over the years, even coming up to now, and I would talk about it in articles 3-4 years ago, that we were like a overblown balloon about to burst. And we were going to see, because we were putting too much hate. There's too much hate there, just based on race alone. And, I try to always talk positive, encourage good race relations, but try to be honest at the same time. Sometimes people may hear me talk about trying to improve the environment of the Black community a lot, especially for young people. And they may say, well, you're putting so much emphasis on Black issues, but if I was a doctor in an emergency room, I would treat the most serious injuries first. And in America, the Black community suffers the most serious injury.
What would be that energy? What would be that energy right now? What would you say right now? This probably going to lead into our main discussion. What do you think that one thing is right now? I mean, if you say race relations within ourselves, if we were in an ER, what would that be right now?
Injustice.
Injustice, like
the injustice given in the judicial system, shown by the disparity in the Blacks in prison compared to the percentage of whites in prison. Justice not only need to be fair, it needs to look fair. And wherever you find inequality, you find division, because no one likes to be treated unfairly. And I think we look at the criminal justice system, there are too many disparities. We know that we look at the things, we consider even all the Blacks being murdered by police. And we see even the incident at the Capitol, taking over the Capitol, bursting into the doors. And we look and we say, well, not many people have gone, I don't know if anybody's gone to prison yet over either, except for the George Floyd sentence. But then you think of the hundreds of thousands of Black men in prison for much less.
Right.
with much less evidence.
Right.
Right. It doesn't look right.
And then one of the things by you being, I have friends and family in the state of Georgia, so I'm always paying attention to the politics. How is the new voting bill going to affect the voters in the state of Georgia?
Well, and it's not only Georgia, but around the country, but, Georgia trying to do things like make it very inconvenient to test a person's tolerance of standing up in the hot weather and stuff, of not being able to get simple things like somebody to bring water.
Right, I saw that. I see commercials now about, one side is saying they can give you water, the other side said they can't give you water. Today, in Ohio, we got elections coming up, so there's always going to be some kind of election. So I was just getting your intake on things and, like that.
And we look at it and we say, now, they talk about, and I'm just trying to be honest. I'm looking at it, trying to be honest. But we talk about trying to take away the Black vote and whether Black people are cheating. We just recently got the right to vote. It hasn't been that long ago.
Correct, because I remember
segregation in the 60s.
Yeah, because I remember when I would first ran for office, we only had 1 day to vote here in Ohio. It was just 1 day. It wasn't an early voting. You had 1 day.
One
Now
day.
you can vote 30 days prior.